Hi Dumith. Okay. This is the AMS motorcycles store, which is what we're trying to emulate, or have the same function. So if we go up to the KTM Parts Finder, you've got these two options. One is just to do a straight search for the part number there, and the other is to select a part by fish. So we're going select year. If I was to say a 2009 Enduro model, any one of these, say that one, and then we were looking for the accessories kit or an air filter. Okay, so this message is coming up on their site because this is what they've scraped, is what I'm assuming. So what we end up with is this fish here, and obviously as I'm clicking on the parts, you can see, I'm not even clicking, mousing over the parts, you can see the part numbers coming up here. So, and obviously I can just buy that, and once I've done that, it's saying we've added that to the cart, and obviously that product's then in the basket. Okay, so this is what we're trying to get to, is this. In terms of the power parts, that's all in hand, but this particular thing, the OEM Parts Finder, is what we're trying to get to. Similar situation to this. If we could produce this exactly, I'd be a very happy man. Okay, so if we look at our own site, what we've got is the Parts Finder. So this is sitting in an iframe, and this Parts Finder is supplied by KTM. Now, it's the same process. So we can go 2009 Enduro, select the model again, and that will bring up the fish. Yeah, so I can click on any one of these parts here. So if I said forks, it's going to pull up the Parts Finder like this, and in the same way it's showing us what they are. Now the only difference is that when we click on this, sorry, it's trying to open a block up, a pop-up there, is it's going through to this, and I need this to be, I need this on click to be adding into the cart within Not Commerce. Now all these parts are in Not Commerce in here. So I've managed to get all of these parts in using the same SKU number. So like if I go into, I don't know, whatever one of these, you'll see the SKU there, and that SKU will be exactly the same as the one that's in the Parts Finder. So I'm not really sure how to achieve this, because obviously we don't have the ability to edit any of the code of this Parts Finder here, because it's pulled through from KTM. Now I spoke to KTM and they said that the AMS site, this one, had scraped the content from the dealer network, which is effectively this thing, the original Spare Parts Finder. Okay, so I mean, I don't know what scraping is. I'm assuming it's they're able to crawl this content and reproduce a version of it on their own server. I don't know. That would obviously then give you access to modify that code slightly, and allow you to change the routine. So rather than it, just showing you the part number, excuse me, that you can then add it to your basket in Not Commerce. And that's it really. That's the bulk of the job. The other one, the other point that I was trying to make was, that within, if we can get the skew to show here, that would be good, because if I click onto this, we've got a skew there, and if we can get it to come through into this page, I'm sure you'll be able to sort that very easily. Then we could, that'd be a good thing, because I just think, you know, it's nice to see the part number, because obviously if you're doing a search, you want to, some products have exactly the same. See if we go into here, for example, and we look at I don't know, carbon parts in here. See, like these, they're almost the same, but they will have a different skew. So that one and that one will be different. So I just think it would be nice to show these skews on the category page. So that's that. But obviously the key is this, you know, ideally that we can go to, we've got two routes in, we've got just the parts that we can use in here, but then this is the main bit of work, because this allows people to select their specific bike and their specific, I don't know why that's not working now, it's just connecting, and their specific model, and then see all the parts, and those part numbers relate to specific parts, obviously. Yeah, so that's what we're trying to get. This site, the AMS Motorcycles, is using Not Commerce. We're using Not Commerce, so in principle they're exactly the same. You know, this obviously is something bespoke, but if we can get ours to do the same as this, so selecting the year, we're selecting the bike type and the model, and then we're selecting, you know, cooling system, whatever it is, and then here we are, and you can see there that I can just buy that. You know, that'd be fantastic. There's the part number, so like for example, if I take that part number through into ours, we should hey, brilliant. Should be able to find it, but we can't, so there we are. But coming in this way definitely is the way forwards. It's complicated in my opinion, but there you go, that's what we're after. Cool. I know it's frowned upon by Fiverr, but my Skype name is Future Studios, so if you want to chat about anything over Skype, that's fine. I'm here a lot of the time, so give us a shout on Skype if you want. Okay, cheers.